Welcome to Manchester United News Channel, your daily source for exclusive updates on the club. Subscribe now and stay one step ahead with the latest information about Manchester United. Don't waste any time, click the subscribe button and stay updated on everything happening with our club. Let's get to the news. Since the last international break, Manchester United has faced a challenging period, winning only 2 out of their 7 matches. These victories came against Southampton and Barnsley, which, in the grand scheme of things, may seem insufficient given the team's expectations. The performances under Erik ten Hag have left much to be desired. Following the 2 wins, the team drew 4 games, including matches against Crystal Palace and FC Twente, before suffering a disappointing defeat at Old Trafford to Tottenham Hotspur. In a vacuum, the subsequent away draws against FC Porto and Aston Villa could be seen as commendable results. After all, many clubs would consider themselves fortunate not to lose in those stadiums. However, it's hard to cultivate any real excitement about Manchester United's trajectory at this moment. The lack of a coherent plan, a distinctive style of play, and visible progress has cast a shadow over the club's ambitions. Fans and pundits alike are left wondering what the future holds for this storied institution. Despite the current turmoil, it's worth noting that Ten Hag signed a new contract this summer amid swirling speculation about his future. He was also backed in the transfer market, securing talents like Matthijs de Ligt and Manuel Ugarte. These signings raised expectations, but the reality is that Ten Hag has been reluctant to utilize them regularly. In a recent episode of the Rest is Football podcast, former player Micah Richards voiced his concerns about Ugarte, particularly regarding his £50 million transfer. Richards expressed sympathy for the midfielder, who, despite showing promise, appears to be struggling to find his footing in the current chaotic environment. He discussed the situation with fellow pundits Gary Lineker and Alan Shearer, who all concurred that Manchester United is not a conducive environment for new signings to thrive right now. Shearer pointed out, they've had a really poor start. They invested heavily in players this summer, yet I don't see them improving. He emphasized the frustration surrounding the club's lack of progress. Richards chimed in, noting Ugarte's performance, stating, he looks a shadow of the player he was before joining. Lineker added to the sentiment, highlighting that Ugarte has arrived at a club that's facing significant turmoil. As the current season unfolds, the uncertainty surrounding Ten Hag's future is palpable. The club's hierarchy is meeting to evaluate the situation, clearly dissatisfied with the recent results. Ultimately, the decision regarding Ten Hag's tenure will rest with Dan Ashworth, although it will be part of a broader assessment process. Despite the summer signings, the integration of new players has not gone as smoothly as anticipated, save for Nasser Mazraoui, who seems to be fitting in well. Critics argue that Ten Hag's approach has made it considerably more challenging for new arrivals to acclimatize compared to other teams. This raises the question of how much longer the club will afford him the opportunity to prove himself. With dwindling faith in the project, fans are left anxious and hopeful, wondering if Ten Hag can turn the tide and restore belief in Manchester United's ambitious aspirations. Before we proceed, subscribe to our channel and enable notifications to receive all the exclusive news about Manchester United. Don't miss any detail about your favorite team. It's extremely important for Manchester United fans. In a recent video that has gone viral among football fans, Manchester United's manager Erik ten Hag was seen deep in thought, staring blankly into the distance as the cameras rolled. The footage, taken during a tense moment on the sidelines, has fueled speculation about his job security as the club grapples with a disappointing start to the season. With the team currently languishing in 14th place in the Premier League, fans are left wondering if the Dutch tactician's tenure is nearing its end. The burning question on everyone's lips is whether the club's management will decide to make a drastic change before it's too late. As reports emerge about potential replacements, including high-profile names who have previously managed at the highest levels, the atmosphere at Old Trafford grows increasingly tense. Ten Hag, who once enjoyed success at Ajax, led United to their first trophy in 6 years last season. However, with the recent exit from the Champions League and lackluster league performances, doubts about his ability to replicate that success have taken hold. After another lackluster draw against Porto and a frustrating loss to Aston Villa, the media is abuzz with rumours that the pressure is mounting for a managerial shake-up. The club's supporters, who have been vocal about their discontent, seem to be losing patience. Chants for Ten Hag's dismissal echoed through the stands after a particularly disheartening match, making it clear that not everyone is convinced of his methods. Fans are increasingly questioning whether the philosophy he brought from Ajax can truly be adapted to the demands of English football. As the weekend approaches, the stakes have never been higher. Will this be the moment the club's board decides to act decisively? Amidst the swirling rumours, Ten Hag remained steadfast in his commitment to turn things around. His recent press conference, where he defended his tactics and reiterated his belief in the team's potential, offered a glimpse into his determination. Yet, as the pressure builds, observers are left wondering if his resolve will be enough to save his job. The next few matches could prove pivotal, and the eyes of the footballing world are firmly fixed on Old Trafford. As the speculation surrounding Erik ten Hag's future intensifies, Manchester United supporters find themselves at a crossroads. With emotions running high, fans are eager to voice their opinions about the club's direction and the manager's role in it. Many are left grappling with the team's recent performances, which have often fallen short of the standards expected at a club of United's stature. The question that resonates among the fanbase is whether Ten Hag deserves more time to implement his vision or if a change is necessary for the club to regain its competitive edge. Some loyalists argue that Ten Hag should be given the opportunity to see through his plans, citing his previous successes in rebuilding teams and fostering a winning mentality. They believe that a managerial change could disrupt any potential progress and emphasize the importance of stability during turbulent times. "We've seen glimpses of brilliance, but consistency is key," shared one fan at a recent match. "If we sack him now, we risk starting from scratch again." This sentiment echoes among supporters who value long-term growth over short-term fixes. Conversely, a growing faction of the fanbase feels that Ten Hag's strategies have not translated well to the Premier League and are calling for swift action from the club's hierarchy. Frustration mounts as poor results accumulate, leading some to question his tactical decisions and ability to motivate the players. "Every week feels like a repeat of the last, there's no urgency, no fight," lamented another fan. "We need someone who can reinvigorate this squad and bring back the passion we used to see." For these supporters, the idea of a managerial change isn't just a hope but a necessary step to restore pride in the iconic red jersey. As the club navigates this challenging period, the voice of the fans will undoubtedly play a pivotal role in shaping the narrative. Whether through social media, fan forums, or at matches, supporters are keen to share their views, illustrating the deep connection they have with the club. "We deserve better," stated a lifelong fan, echoing a sentiment felt by many. As the clock ticks down to the next fixtures, all eyes will be on both Ten Hag and the board. Will they respond to the fans' growing demands, or will they double down on their current path? The coming weeks will reveal not only the future of Ten Hag but also the soul of Manchester United itself. With the transfer window fast approaching, the question looms larger: if Ten Hag were to depart, who would be ready to step into the breach? Names like Mauricio Pochettino and even the ever-controversial Jose Mourinho have surfaced in discussions among pundits. As fans anxiously await the club's next moves, the fate of Erik ten Hag hangs in the balance, and the upcoming matches may determine not just the course of the season but the future of Manchester United itself. Hey there, supporter! Don't forget to leave your like and subscribe to the channel, as it means a lot to Manchester United. Also, share your opinion about the news in the comments below. See you in the next video.